In a poor Naples neighborhood, two girls ignite a lifelong storm of friendship and rivalry. Beat. Their story crackles with ambition, jealousy, and the raw electricity of becoming a woman. 1. Neighborhood of ashes and dreams. Beat. Imagine post-war Naples, its alleyways echoing with vendors, gossip, and stray soccer balls. Beat. This cramped rione is where Elena Greco, called Lanu, and the blazing Lila Cerullo first lock eyes across a classroom desk. Beat. Childhood. Here is a school of survival. Fathers wield belts, mothers barter for bread, and education is a fragile ticket out. Beat. Yet from the start, Lila burns with unruly emphasis, brilliance. She teaches herself to read before the others can write their names, flings dolls into a basement to test courage, and challenges bullies twice her size. Beat. Lanu, quieter but fiercely observant, finds herself both intimidated and magnetized. She studies harder simply to stay within orbit of her friend's eruptive mind. Beat. The girls' bond deepens through shared secrets, sneaking books from the library, spying on mobster Don Achille, and dreaming of publishing a novel together. Beat. But the neighborhood's social codes tighten as they enter adolescence. Lila's shoemaker father refuses more schooling. Lanu alone wins passage to middle school, a space lit by clean desks and Latin declensions. Beat. Here, class tension flares. Lanu realizes her dialect marks her as backward, while her intellect can purchase another life. Beat. She feels the tug of emphasis, ambition, yet every victory tastes incomplete without Lila to witness it. Beat. This foundational paradox, love shot through with rivalry, will power the novel's engine. 2. Education, envy, and the lure of the Latari Mountains. Lanu's journey to high school ferries, her beyond the Rion's smoky rooftops. Beat. She commutes past villas and sea vistas that once seemed mythic, absorbing Latin poetry and the language of political dissent. Beat. With each report card, she earns applause from teachers and cautious pride from her laboring parents. Beat. Lila, meanwhile, is trapped behind the counter of her family's shoe shop, sketching revolutionary designs no one funds. Beat. Envy coils in both directions. Beat. Lanu envies Lila's volcanic mind and her new beauty, sharp-boned face, swaying black hair, that attracts neighborhood suitors. Lila envies Lanu's sanctioned education and the possibility of escape. Beat. The girls climb the Latari Mountains on a sweltering summer day, hoping the vast vista will loosen destiny's grip. Beat. Standing above the Tyrrhenian Sea, they vow to change their fates. Lanu by academic triumph, Lila by transforming Cerullo shoes into luxury goods. Beat. Yet the neighborhood's male power brokers intrude. Beat. The Solara brothers, sons of a Camorra boss, circle Lila like sharks. She resists with scathing wit, but each refusal escalates danger. Beat. Seeking protection and business funds, she shocks Lanu by accepting engagement to steady, prosperous Stefano Carracci. Beat. For Lanu, this decision feels like betrayal of their mountaintop oath, and a chilling reminder that female agency is often negotiated through marriage. Beat. Still, the friendship holds, tensile and unbreakable, threaded by letters, late-night confessions, and the unspoken fear that one girl's ascent implies the other's fall. 3. Bodies changing, borders expanding. Beat. Puberty ravages the girls' bodies as thoroughly as war once ravaged Naples. Breasts, periods, and lust bloom amid Catholic guilt. Beat. Lanu studies her reflection in tide pools along Ischia, where she spends a transformational summer as tutor to a professor's children. Under the island sun, she tastes liberation, swimming past buoys, flirting in standard Italian, kissing Nino Saratore, the intellectual boy both friends once idolized. Beat. The kiss thrills, then corrodes, because Nino loves Lila's mind more than Lanou's. Beat. Back home, wedding preparations for Lila flare like fireworks. She orders a white gown that mocks poverty's drab palette, and Stefano commissions glass cases for her silver shoes, symbols of modern glamour implanted in the dusty rione. Beat. On the surface, prosperity dawns. Underneath, violence smoulders. Beat. The Solaras crash the wedding fiesta with gold bracelets and oily smiles. Stefano accepts their gift, shattering Lila's demand that the Solara family be banished from their lives. Beat. In the novel's searing climax, Lila glimpses that marriage has bought her a cage lined with luxury. Lanou, maid of honor, watches horror bloom in her friend's eyes and feels her own identity tilt. Beat. Through these rites of passage, Ferrante poses blunt questions. How do female bodies become sites of negotiation between men? Beat. Can intellectual freedom coexist with erotic desire? Beat. Each answer arrives with another wound, yet the narrative pulses with emphasis, resilience. The girls edit their dreams rather than erase them. 4. Language, power, and the unfinished ledger. Lanou pens essays acclaimed by professors, but scorned at home as useless chatter. Beat. Language itself becomes a battlefield. Dialect versus Italian, spoken violence versus written argument. Beat. She senses that mastering polished prose could detonate social hierarchies, but it also distances her from the Rione's collective heartbeat and from Lila's raw eloquence. Beat. Lila, confined to Stefano's apartment, fights with different weapons. She studies metallurgy to improve shoe production, reads scientific journals by night, and charts neighborhood alliances like a general planning war. Beat. Her intellect refuses domestication. Beat. When Stefano's abuse erupts, she calculates risks, documenting bruises and financial ledgers, readying an escape strategy none can predict. Beat. Throughout the book, Ferrante braids private longing with public upheaval, the rise of communism, factory strikes, and mafia consolidation. Beat. The girl's personal ledger, who succeeds, who sacrifices, mirrors Italy's own reckoning with poverty, education, and patriarchal control. Beat. By novel's end, one truth stands clear. Neither marriage nor academia grants immunity from class roots. Beat. The ledger remains, emphasis unfinished, promising further reckonings in later volumes. Yet amid so much fracture, the friendship persists, a live wire crackling through every triumph and betrayal.